Hello friends and welcome to Brick's World. I remember from very early on, whenever I'd come across an adult, it would be the same question over and over and over again. Why are you fat? Just kidding, okay. Not all adults ask me that, but I guess some of them would ask me that, especially on one side of the family. But really, there is one question that is asked practically every single time, and that is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And imagine, little Brick at the wise age of 4 who doesn't even remember what he had for lunch, let alone the concept of a 10-year plan. I had to stand there and answer the question the way my mind has been conditioned all this time, and I say, I'm gonna be with my sister. I know, you're probably thinking, it's getting real Alabama in here, but my sister was my best friend and the person I hung out with the most, well, still my best friend. But this was the only way I could imagine my future life being as a 4-year-old. Then multiple times after that, every single time I come across an adult, I had to face the same question. I started developing some default answers: doctor, lawyer, and for the longest time since I was a huge fan of the show, Mythbuster. But I was never 100% about any of them. I always loved doing lots of different things, and I've always been faced with the decision of picking just one thing and doing it forever. As time went on, it went from less of what do I really enjoy, and turned into what makes the most money. But it's all been a complete mystery to me. I remember my senior year of high school, and most of my classmates were pretty set on what they wanted to do. I had a friend whose parents were doctors, so he had a path, and I had a friend who always wanted to be a lawyer, so she had a path, and I was sitting here applying for colleges without really knowing what I wanted. I was actually the president of the debate team, so I thought I could become a lawyer or something. Well, okay, roll that back. I don't want you to think I'm some kind of achiever, okay? I was only the president because the other members of the team were really busy and they had actual responsibilities, so it kind of fell on me, and I was overqualified and I didn't really know what I was doing, but anyway, that's a funny story for another time. Anyway, the point is, I hadn't really decided, but I dug down deep and thought, okay, what did I really enjoy? And what was my favorite thing? And what molded my childhood? And there it was, right in front of me. I loved blowing stuff up. I remember every single summer, my cousins would come over and we'd figure out how to blow something new up every single time. And that was so much fun. So I thought, okay, how does that work? How do I become a Mythbuster? And my dad said it was through engineering, and that is why I went through years and years of college as an engineering major, and now I'm a licensed mechanical engineer, and have never done anything with that degree or gotten much use out of it at all. What I thought was a job where I could blow stuff up and make cool robots turned out to be a job where you hit some buttons at a power plant. I felt like I was going to school to become Homer Simpson. So there you go. I never pursued my engineering career, and that brings us to the present day. Being unemployed really makes you think about stuff, huh? I quit my job a few months back to really think about what I wanted to do, and in that time, I thought I was set on making videos, but it's not really all sunshine and roses like I thought. Everyone says when you love what you're doing, it won't feel like work at all, but it really did feel like work sometimes, and I really felt like some of the stuff I put out there was just so uninspired and really not entertaining at all. So what does it really mean to chase your dreams? People say it like it's the easiest thing in the world. They just say, man, you just gotta quit your job and follow your dreams, man. Oh yeah? And do what? Huh? Do what? Do you know what you're even gonna do? And that's it right there. I really don't think most people know exactly what their dreams are. There might be a select few that know exactly what they want, but most people just have a vague dream of having a buttload of money and putting their feet in the sand somewhere. And those dreams are great. I want all of that too. But where do I even start? What's the first step to success? And this is where our sponsor, Hustlers University, comes in and teaches you how to be a top G in a world of losers. Okay. Just kidding. There's no way I could actually get a sponsor, and there's no way I take money to endorse Mr. Tate over here, but really, why is it all so difficult? Is chasing your dreams even supposed to be this hard? In true unemployed weeb fashion, I was sitting watching Vinland Saga, and I had a thought. These dudes out here are just really trying to survive, huh? Well, except for Thorfinn, he probably invented the existential crisis, but we're all sitting here in our comfy little chairs, eating chips out of a bag, and complaining that it had too much air. But for the overwhelming history of humanity, there was no way you could even worry about having too much air in your chip bag, let alone chasing your dreams. If we think about the evolution of man, it wasn't that long ago when we were chasing boars and stuff, and all the things our body has evolved to do to this point has all been for one thing: survival. Now, many years later, our situations have all changed, but we really haven't evolved that much, and our body is still kind of made for that lifestyle. Now we're all in this collective existential crisis because, for some reason, we're made to believe that chasing your dreams has become the only way you can live life and be happy. I can't help but think, where did it start? Did my parents feel the same pressure from everyone to find their passion and chase their dreams? Well, I think every generation that passes, technology and living conditions get better and better, and we get further and further away from just living to survive. And you know what? All those adults who were asking me what I wanted to be when I grew up, they all had normal jobs and lived a pretty normal and quiet life. So I wonder what all those people were thinking when they were asking this little kid about his future life. Now, we could get really philosophical here and talk about the meaning of life and what it is to truly live, but I have to say, this animated video is probably not the place for the most serious or practical of topics, so let me give everyone some unsolicited and probably very bad advice. You there! Yes, you probably spent all your time watching anime, playing games, or I don't know, something stupid like fingerboarding. But let me tell you something. In an era where it seems like if you're not working a full-time job and simultaneously working on personal development and a profitable side hustle, all while being a functioning member of society, you're not living right. Well, let me tell you, you're actually living perfectly fine. It's people like Bottom G Mr. Andrew Tate here who are preaching this hustle lifestyle, and to be honest with you, I'm pretty sick of it. Remember when people just wanted to have a happy, quiet life and like 20 cats? Whatever happened to that? It's become all about luxury brands and Lambos and doing something in Dubai for some reason. This might be how some people want to live their life, and that's all perfectly fine, but we gotta tear this whole mindset down, because you know what? Sitting in my chair, having a nice cup of coffee I made for myself, and some nice music, and some time to go through a couple volumes of Vagabond. Ooh! You couldn't tell me I wasn't living. I was living it up, and I think we have to start talking about how little stuff like this is actually the dream. Stuff like hanging out with your friends on a Discord call, or finishing an anime that you've wanted to finish forever. We get so much pressure to work, hustle, and grind to chase our dreams, but for what? Huh? For what? What do you want to do when you get all that money, huh? Yeah, you probably just want to sit down and watch some Succession. So why don't you just save yourself a little bit of time and do that stuff right now? You still have to work, but if you don't feel like grinding, then just don't. Do what you need to do and go home and do whatever you want. Maybe watch a Bricks World video, and don't feel so bad about not being 100% productive all the time. So, there you go. Maybe that's some impractical advice, but why the hell you get advice from a talking cartoon, huh? So please enjoy yourselves, friends, and help me enjoy making videos by hitting like and subscribe and the notification bell and leave a comment and all that stuff. This was a bit of a mess, but whatever. You know what? After writing about not grinding, I have decided to be not so precious about making the perfect video. It's never gonna happen. So I'm just gonna try to have fun, and I hope it translates. See you later, friends. Bye.